Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 best golf courses in Vermont. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Vermont is located in the northeastern United States, and is the only New England state without an Atlantic Ocean coastline. Vermont is located far enough north to share a border with Canada's Quebec province. It covers an area of fewer than 10,000 square miles, and has a population of approximately 600,000 people. Originally inhabited by Native American tribes the Abenaki and Iroquois, the state was settled by French and British settlers, prior to its entrance to the Union in 1791. The Vermont Golf Association was started in 1902 by 7 clubs, and now represents about 11,000 golfers at 63 clubs located around the state. The Vermont State Women's Golf Association provides a comparable service at 53 clubs for female golfers. Here are the top 10 best golf courses in Vermont. Number 10. Rutland Country Club. The course at Rutland Country Club began as a 9-hole layout designed by Carnoustie-born George Lowe, who developed over 20 courses while still the professional at Baltusrol. By the mid-1920s, the membership had grown, and it was decided to bring in Wayne Stiles to renovate the existing holes and add 9 more. The Lowe layout's first 3 holes were kept, while the remaining 6 were updated with new tees, bunkers, and greens. On the property's upland part, a new 9 was added. The authors of Bob Labance and Kevin Mendick's book, The Life and Work of Wayne Stiles, had this to say about the course. Every aspect of the Rutland Country Club, from the routing to the architectural aspects to the hole diversity, elevates it to the top tier of Wayne Stiles and John Van Cleek's courses. Add to it a magnificent natural setting, an exceptional staff, notable members, and a tradition of superior maintenance and management, and you have one of New England's greatest golf clubs. Number 9. Burlington Country Club. Burlington Country Club, located adjacent to the University of Vermont campus, was created in 1924, and by 1930 had in play the state's sole Donald Ross-designed 18-hole course. For 70 years, little changed here until Michael Herdzon and Dana Fry rebuilt the layout in the late 1990s. According to Daniel Wexler's The American Private Golf Club Guide, the layout is somewhat remarkable, with both 9s forming counterclockwise circles in virtually concentric rings save for 3 holes, and a crossover in the southwest corner. Number 8. Okemo Valley Golf Course. The course at Okemo Valley Golf Club, which opened in 2000, is a Steve Durkee design that is located on the opposite side of the main roadway going to the ski slopes at Okemo Valley. Okemo Mountain Resort is a ski resort located in the Okemo Mountains. The course, which features bent grass tees, fairways, and greens, is a Heathland-style layout that measures 6,400 yards and plays to a par of 70. Number 7. Jay Peak. Set in the deep woods of northern Vermont, the Graham Cook-designed course at the Jay Peak Resort is often regarded as the state's best public facility. The course, which is located just 5 miles from the Canadian border, is one of several sporting pleasures in a ski resort that offers year-round outdoor activities. As is the case with the majority of ski resort courses, Daniel Wexler says in the American Golf Resort Guide, it is laid out in a valley beneath the slopes and, combined with Cook's modern shaping, provides a strong test set against a magnificent mountainous north country background. Though 3 of the one-shotters share a similar pond crossing pattern, the 220-yard 14th stands apart, as does the 440-yard 18th, which crosses an overgrown ravine before bending leftward around it. Number 6. Spruce Peak. The mountain course at the Spruce Peak Resort, originally Stowe Mountain, was designed by Bob Cupp, and is set in the slopes of Mount Mansfield and Spruce Peak. The course is divided into 2 portions, with the first 11 holes taking place on the lower slopes of Spruce Peak, and the final 7 holes circling Peregrine Lake on the valley floor. Daniel Wexler writes in the American Golf Resort Guide, the opening stretch is breathtaking, with the 506-yard second rising through the woods to an angled green and the 394-yard 5th, and 271-yard par 4 6th running along precipices on the right. The 171-yard 7th and 499-yard 10th are the most engaging of the remaining elevated holes before the course falls to the lake, which immediately impacts the 338-yard drivable 14th, 194-yard all-carry 15th, and 317-yard 18th, another reachable par 4. Number 5. Green Mountain National Golf Club, Killington. Green Mountain National, located in the center of Vermont, is the pinnacle of New England golf. GMNGC is located minutes from the Killington ski resort and has been voted Vermont's #1 public course by Golf Digest and Golf Week publications, as well as hosting numerous renowned local and regional events. Green Mountain National is the finest choice for your next golf trip, with affordable hotel packages at numerous beautiful properties, and the capacity to host groups and expeditions of any size. Number 4. The Quechee Club, Highland. The Quechee Lakes Landowners Association was founded in 1970, and is comprised of individuals who own a lot, completed home, or condominium on the property. Ownership entitles residents to membership at the Quechee Club, and those renting from owners pay a small charge for amenity use while in residence. It is a true four-season recreational community, offering fishing, skiing, tennis, and golf, among other sports, and there is even a polo field for those interested in incorporating an equine aspect into their sporting endeavors. Completed in 1970, the two 18-hole golf courses make this Vermont's only 36-hole golf complex. Number 3. Dorset Field Club. By 1886, Dorset Field Club had 9 holes in play, however it would take another decade for the club to construct its first clubhouse and adopt a constitution. In 1999, the original layout was enlarged to an 18-hole configuration. The club claims to be the oldest continuously operating golf club in America, ahead of Pennsylvania's Foxburg Country Club, 1887, and New York's St. Andrews Golf Club, 1888, and there is no doubt that a 9-hole course was in operation in 1886, as evidenced by a map of the original layout attested by lawyer Ransom H. Gillett, who wrote, A.W. Harrington Esq. Laid out the course, helped by a swarm of bullies, touts, and loafers. Doc, Holly and Bill, Kent, first assistant civil engineers. On Sunday, September 12, 1886, the course was planned and laid out. A.W. Harrington, the city's chief engineer and mayor, was late for dinner on this account and caught hell when he returned home. Which I can vouch for. Today, the course measures 6,198 yards from the back markers and plays to a par of 70. The 351-yard fourth, where the fairway winds around a pond to the left of the course, and the 560-yard 16th, the only par 5 on the back 9 for male golfers, which dogleg sharply right between the tee and green. Number 2. Country Club of Vermont, Waterbury Center. Country Club of Vermont is ranked by Golf Digest as the state's number 2 golf course. With a small membership and limited opportunities for outside play, the course offers a difficult but nearly private tour through the breathtaking Vermont countryside. With almost 200 acres of undeveloped land and no residential development, travel between holes is minimal, yet each hole seems remote, with little or no view of neighboring holes. The aesthetically arresting front 9 is a links habitat characterized by rolling hills, berms, and magnificent views. The back 9 features tree-lined fairways, sparkling brooks, and some difficult but equally gorgeous alpine scenery. With 6 sets of tees per hole, the course is accessible by golfers of all abilities and imaginations. The more a player's talent and imagination, the more shot alternatives, risks, and rewards are available. At 6,788 yards from the tips, the championship, black tees present a significant test to the low handicapper, requiring the usage of every club in the bag. Through round out the experience, a dedicated professional grounds staff keeps the entire property immaculate from opening to the arrival of October's fall foliage. Number 1. Ekwanok Country Club, Manchester. The lovely Ekwanok was designed by Walter Travis at the turn of the 20th century, and such was his golfing talent at the time that he won the United States Amateur Championship 3 times in 1900, 1901, and 1903, and then followed that up with a victory at Royal St. George's in 1904. Indeed, Ekwanok has a connection to the U.S. amateur competition, having hosted the competition in 1914, with Francis Ouimet proclaimed champion, a year after winning the U.S. Open at the country club, Brookline, one of 11 golfers so far to have won both events. Scotsman John Duncan Dunn assisted Travis with the layout at Ekwanok, and the design of contoured greens, liberal bunkering, and imaginative routing has endured over the last century, owing in no small part to the work of Jeff Cornish and, more recently, Bruce Hepner of Tom Doak's Renaissance design in the 1960s, and more recently, Hepner's tree clearance work, rebuilding of fairway bunkers, propagation of native grasses, and adjustment of several greens to their original dimensions have all contributed to reviving the Travis course and reintroducing it to the current day. The 7th hole, a 595-yard par 5, is one of the greatest in New England, a true three-shotter for even today's big hitters. Halfway down the fairway, a wood off the tee must be followed by a blind fairway wood or long iron shot to the other side, before an approach to the putting surface can be attempted. While contemporary designers may balk at such a design, it encapsulates everything that is beautiful about the Ekwanok layout. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.